Kyle, while we're waiting on Chase, you just signed a couple autographs, man. What did you do? Anything fun in the off season? I know you did some racing.
Yeah, I did. Let's see. I did. We had a busy first week. Went to Cabo for a few days. Raced a couple weekends. Disney World. Australian race. Chili Bowl. Played in the snow last
Right? Yeah.
weekend.
How much fun was that?
It was okay. I was over it after a day or so, but no, it was fun. The kids had a good time, but everything was like shut down. So
Yeah. Hey, listen, a fan question came in before Chase gets up here. I have to ask you to get this out of the way for him, and that is, do you get more nervous racing yourself or watching your kids race?
I wouldn't say I get nervous either. I would say, like, when they're up front battling for a win at the end of it, I don't know, I guess I'd be equally as just excited. I wouldn't say nervous, just kind of excited. And maybe like nervous so they don't, you'll get beat in the end and you have to deal with all the emotions of a child after. But no, it's fun. I enjoy watching them. I saw that.
Do you give them a lot of advice? I mean, like, do they your kids know how good you are, right? But do they actually take advice from you, or do they go to other people for advice?
I think I don't get to go to like any of the races, so I feel like when I do show up and I feel, I'm trying to give advice, they do worse. So I'm starting to realize that just they have their process of who they listen to and stuff, so I just kind of trust that. But no, my daughter, she can like retain it better than Owen can, but I think that's more of a boy versus girl thing for us.
Well, Chase, welcome, Chase. How are you? Did you do anything fun in the off season? It seems like forever ago, right? But
I don't know. I feel like it went by really fast. I was telling somebody yesterday, I feel like I feel like we just left Phoenix. I was just hanging out with you Sunday morning in Phoenix. That's how it feels to me. But yeah, it was really good. Honestly, spent some time around home. Had the holidays and everything with family, which was great. Kind of recharged the batteries, truthfully, and got a lot of work done around there. Went on a couple small trips, nothing major, and yeah, back at it, ready to go.
the Thunderbirds were flying around here the last couple days. I'm sure you guys have heard them. Have you guys ever been up in the Thunderbirds? And Chase, if you have, what was that like, being a pilot and having somebody else fly you around?
Yeah, I did. It's been 10 years ago, which is crazy, but yeah, it was in 16 is my rookie year, and incredible experience. Those guys, unbelievable at what they do. They make it look really easy, and those airplanes are not easy to fly. Just really cool. And I remember we took off and we went. You're at sea level down here, obviously, and went straight to 10,000 feet, just straight up. It was unbelievable, but those airplanes are incredible, and those guys really good at what they do. So I'd love to do it again sometime if I ever get a chance.
Kyle, how about you? Have you ever done it?
I also did my rookie year, 2014, and I didn't have as enjoyable an experience. I got a little sick, so.
So the bag came out literally?
I was more bummed than anything because I was like extremely excited about it. I don't really get motion sickness or car sick or anything. So I was like, man, I'm gonna crush this, I can't wait to feel what 9 Gs feels like. And we got up there and did a couple flips, and I don't know how you felt, but like the cabin or whatever is like all glass, so you can just see everything, and just the horizon like flipping. It got me tripped out. And, we cruised around for a little bit, just so I could maybe, get over it. And I was like, man, just take me back. And I was gonna make it, and we were coming into land, and like last second, they cut across the track here, and that messed me up. And so I landed, and yeah, I had to get the bag out.
I was thinking the other day, I was walking down the beach, and I had some time, and I saw the Goodyear blimp, and it was so cool. So I wondered if, since you guys did the fastest thing in the world, have you ever done the slowest thing and been up in the Goodyear blimp?
I have not. And I have some great friends at Goodyear, but I have no desire to get that. That does absolutely 0% for me. It looks cool from here. I'm super happy for him. It's a great iconic thing, but I'm out.
Hal, how about you?
Same, exactly. Like we've all flown, we've been up in the air, so I don't need to sit in the air.
Right down here, we have a young lady. What's your name?
Cheryl Young,
Cheryl Young. And where are you from?
Ohio.
Ohio. And you're a big Chase Elliott fan. And what did you want to tell him?
I just wanted you to know that I've been through cancer, and watching you and listening and trying to be as close to you as possible got me through everything that I went through, and I really appreciate it.
Chase, when you hear things like that from fans, what does that mean to you?
Yeah, first off, another round of applause for yeah, for me, thank you for sharing that. You know, it's stories like that are, you know, I don't hear them every single day, and that's part of the reason why they are special to me. And you know, I think it's always a good reminder too for anybody that has any sort of platform. And I'm not up here acting like we're movie stars or anything crazy, but you know, if you can have some sort of an impact on somebody's life, you know, in a positive manner, I mean, that I'm not sure there's a much greater honor that we can have doing what we do. So I appreciate, you know, not only your trust and following our journey and my journey, but also, you know, implementing some of our process into your life to help you. So I just think all that was really special. I appreciate you sharing it. Congratulations. Super happy for you. Had family members go through cancer, and that's a extremely difficult thing for everybody involved. So thank you for being a supporter. Thank you for being here. And thanks for hanging tough. So we're as big a fan of you as you are of me. So thank you.
Just real quick before I get to you and your question for Kyle. Guys, do things like that motivate you? Like, I know you have a lot going on during the race, right? But do you ever think about what you do for the fans, and does that give you sometimes a little kick in the fanny?
And I think for me, like, it's easy to forget the impact that we have on people. So it is you know, great when you hear things like that, and I think Chase answered it perfectly. So yeah, no, congratulations, and yeah, we definitely hear things along the way, and like I said, it's just a good reminder for us. We get so wrapped up in what our job is that we don't kind of forget the outside world sometimes. So you know, it is special to hear those things.
Right down here, what's your name?
Tracy.
Tracy. Your question is for who?
Sorry, Chase, I don't have one for you, but go on. Kyle, I know you usually do a lot of dirt racing, and your brother-in-law now is with Crossover also. What's your thought about him being with Crossover also, and what was your reason for not doing Volusia this year?
Well, yeah, so I'm excited that, I'm just excited that Paul and Trevor and them get to race more, because my schedule is very light compared to the rest of the dirt racers. So I feel like sometimes, not that we get behind, but you know, we spend all year to get to a good place, and then it's the end of the year. So hopefully with Brad and him getting to race a fair bit this year, you know, that would mean that hopefully we would be more competitive when I show up. So yeah, I'm excited about that. And then Volusia, I didn't have plans to go. I was, you know, the weather kind of came, and I had already had plans. I was originally going to go to California with the family. The kids were racing out there, but then we ended up racing Bowman Gray on Wednesday, so I would have only been able to run 2 nights. So I'm glad that they didn't tow all the way through California for that.
And we have Tammy down here. Tammy, you're from Florida, correct?
Plant City.
And this comment is for who?
It's for Chase, but you're my favorite driver, Kyle. Chase, my daddy went home to be with a Lord at 26, and he'd always call me and say, "Where's number 9? Where's number 9?" So he loved you as a driver. And I don't want to put you on the spot, but he just, you know, he tell him, "Hey, Pop."
Yeah, for
I'm glad
sure.
he's home
We
with
can
Jesus.
give Pop a big thumbs up, and we appreciate the support always.
And right down here, what's your name?
Riley,
Riley, and your question is for?
Chase,
And what's your question?
do you have like a pre-race ritual or anything?
Good question. Yeah, do
Yeah,
you?
no, not really. And it's funny because I feel like as you get older, you know, it like I was when you first start racing, like not necessarily in the NASCAR side, but like younger racing, you know, it's like you get to race day, it's your lucky pair of socks and underwear and all of it, you know, and I was guilty of that for sure. And I just think as time goes on, number one, your routine kind of gets made for you because, you know, we have obligations and a lot of things going on, you know, outside of the race car today. But two, I really think you just realize that it doesn't matter so much. It's more just about your preparation and things leading up, right? Like, I'm either ready to go today, right now, when I wake up, or I'm not going to fix it this morning. So, you know, but I think that's a good lesson for a lot of things that we do. You know, you're not just going to show up the day of, and you might get really lucky and cram for the test the morning of, but odds are it's probably not going to work out for you. So we just try to be prepared coming in, and you know, Sunday mornings are really busy, especially down here, and it kind of makes the morning for you. But I really don't have a special thing I have to do, and I'm okay with that now. You know, I've been doing it long enough. Good question.
Hal, how about you? I'm just curious. How about you? Do you have any rituals that you do? Because, I mean, you guys were all here with Michael McDowell. I mean, he hasn't changed his underwear in 5 years, right? So, I mean...
No, I'm still searching for my ritual for super speedways. So, no, same as Chase. Like, I think as I've gotten older, you just kind of, you realize, like, what you know, put on your feet or your underwear. It's not gonna change the result of the race that day. So, but no, I don't listen to music. It's just another day, really. You know, you just go out there and race, and like you said, you just prepare as much as you can, and you're either ready for the test or not.
We have Carson down here. Carson, you're 7 years old, right?
Yeah.
And what's your question?
For Kyle, are you racing the Indy 500 this year?
No, not this year. It was a really fun experience the last 2 years, though. I'm very thankful and grateful that I got to do it. But yeah, it takes a lot out of that month. So no, it was fun, but we'll be focused on cup racing this year.
And right down here, what's your name?
My name is Zach.
Zach, and what's your question?
My question's for you, Chase. How did you feel winning the 2020 championship?
Yeah, it was obviously a great year for us. I mean, not just the championship weekend itself, but it was a really solid year. I thought we were, you know, competitive throughout the whole year. Had a lot of great runs, and you know, honestly, there was a handful, or you know, at least 2 or 3 races that I felt like we had opportunities to win and just didn't work out. And that's part of it, right? Like, I think when you're competitive and having a good year like that, you're probably going to miss out on some too, and that's okay. And the way it worked out, it was, you know, had a great closing couple weeks to the year, and we just kind of hit our stride at the right time. And with that format, you know, that was, it was enough, you know, and it worked. And extremely grateful for that. Honestly, you know, that there's really not a bigger honor you can have in the sport to go and earn a championship and all the things that, you know, came with that. So we'll forever be grateful. You know, would love to have another one day, and hopefully we can cross that off the list. But it was, you know, a great year, a lot of fun, and like I said, love to do it again.
And right down here we have Zoe. And Zoe, you have a comment from another driver to one of these drivers. Zoe, what was the comment? Who was it for?
This is for Chase. Carson wanted to remind you who pushed you to the win in the duel on Thursday.
That's fair. Hey, you know, he did. I mean, he did. He helped a lot. I thought, you know, we had a train of Chevys going there at the end, and we were making a lot of speed, honestly. And the way it all worked out, you know, it was nice. But this is the big show today. I know the last handful of laps aren't going to go like that today. You know, if the situation was similar, so you know, it's just such a different ball game, you know, and the level of patience that people have on Sunday versus Thursday night down here is about as opposite as you could possibly get. So it'll be fun though.
Guys, I just want to say thank you for always making time to come on here to Team Chevy, hang out with us, hang out with the fans. Please put your hands together right now for Kyle Larson and Chase Elliott.